Good morning, Beachbody champions. It's Arlyn Pino here. I jumped in just a minute earlier to make sure that my connection was working, and I'm going to get started soon. But in the meantime, if you want to jam to my little music while we wait for you to jump on, I'm super excited to be here. So let's just give it a minute, and then I'm going to get started. I feel like the beginning of live videos are always so awkward because you just stand here like, okay, waiting for the viewers. And then the people that watch the replay is like, okay, that was awkward. So here we go. A few seconds before I get started and share all my secret sauces with you. Thank you, Morgan. That's because you love me. Hi, Rolly. Hi, Jessie. Hi, Denise. Yay! I love having people here. I love hearts and thumbs up, so you can send them all my way. I'm just trying to shake off my nerves to get in the mood for this call. Hi, Paulina. All right, here we go. I'm going to get started now. Those of you that don't know me, my name is Arlyn Pino, and I am a coach in Christina Delgado's team, Dizo Nation, and I am the founder of Team Hustle, Heart, Passion, and I am ecstatic to be here. I am so honored to be here. This is like a dream come true. I mean, I know some people talk at Summit and National Wake Up Call, but Beachbody champions, like, this is amazing. Okay, so what am I going to share with you today? I'm going to share with you how people join me for my challenge groups and how I get them started right and how I get them to stick with me. So are you guys ready for this? Give me some thumbs up, give me some hearts, make me feel loved, make me know that you guys are here. All right, so I'm going to share with you my secret sauce, okay? And it's going to be like mind-blowing. You guys ready for this? The secret sauce is to stay on phase 1. And some of you already know what that means. And some of you are like, what does she mean by phase 1? You guys ready for this? Drum roll. Sticking to the 4 vital behaviors. And I know, like, I have top 10 coaches on this call. And you guys are like, I already know about the 4 vital behaviors. Like, what do you mean 4 vital behaviors? Yes, you guys. 4 vital behaviors is what will get you to have people join you in your challenge group. So I'm going to share with you how I apply my 4 vital behaviors to attract people to join me versus other coaches out there. Okay, here we go. Don't complicate things. Okay, this business is so much fun, but when you start complicating it, that's when it becomes frustrating, and nobody wants to join a coach who's full of frustration, right? So how do you not complicate the 4 vital behaviors? I'm going to share with you with what I do to stay on phase 1, okay? So I follow the 4 vital behaviors, which we already know what they are. I host challenge groups. I do trainings for myself because there's always room to learn, and I'm a teacher at heart, and I know that the more you learn, the more you grow, okay? Who's the author of that quote? Anyone know? Okay. And I own my business. That's how I stay on phase 1, okay? So why do you need to stay on phase 1? Think of it like when you're in an airplane, okay? And something is going on, God forbid, and who are you gonna put the mask on, yourself or someone else? In order to help that person that's nervous or feeling sick next to you, you have to put the mask on yourself before you can go on and be someone's hero. Beachbody is no different, you guys. If you don't focus on yourself, on working out, eating healthy, following the 4 vital behaviors, how are you going to help someone else when they join your challenge group? Okay, so you need to stay on phase 1, not only in your business, but in your nutrition and in your fitness, so that when someone comes and joins you, you have the tools and the experience to help them. Can I get an amen for that? Okay, so what do? I'm going to share with you my tips, okay? I'm a little nervous, but I'm overly excited. Here I go. Social media. You guys, do you realize that we have an amazing business that's in the United States, Canada, Puerto Rico, and God knows where it's going next, that we get to show off through social media? Like, I have a friend that just opened up an interior designing company, and she's at a loss because she could only help people that live in Miami or Fort Lauderdale. That's it. And when she's talking to me about her frustration, all I could think is, thank God I joined Beachbody because I don't have to worry if the person lives in Hawaii because they could still join my challenge group thanks to social media. Okay, so how do I run my social media? I see it like my storefront. Okay, so what do? I have a schedule that I follow, especially when I was working full-time as a teacher. I had to be very like detailed with my posts and stuff. But right now, I feel like that schedule is just implanted in my brain and like my body. Like I don't even it's like driving. Like I don't even have to think about it. I just wake up and I know what I need to post. Okay, and as long as you have a schedule to follow with your posting schedule, you're always going to be on people's face of what you can offer as a coach or as a leader. Okay, so what do I do with my social media? I make sure that I radiate what I want to attract. Remember that your energy is contagious, okay? So if you use your social media to complain about life, guess who you are going to attract for your challenge group? People that are going to complain that Shakeology doesn't taste good, okay? So you have to realize that whatever you throw out in your social media, you're going to get back in your challengers, okay? So what else do you need to do with your social media? You need to stand out, okay? Do you realize that we all have the same Shakeology? We all have the same Facebook. Amazon sells Beachbody stuff. There's people that might sell leftover Shakeology. There's so many ways to get Beachbody stuff through even the 1-800 number, the website. You need to stand out so that when someone sees that infomercial, they will think, oh, I could call the 1-800 number, but let me join Arlyn instead because she always looks like she's having so much fun that I think I want to be with her than some random number that I'm going to be calling, or on Amazon that's just going to leave it at my doorstep. So you have to make sure that your social media like radiates all this happy energy and how fitness is so much fun thanks to Beachbody so that people want to join you. It's like I have no other way to say it, that it's a storefront. Like whatever you put on your social media, that's what's going to reflect of you as a coach and as a person, okay? What else do I do with my social media? I don't schedule my posts so much like I used to when I used to work, but I do schedule the topics that I'm going to storytell about. 5 topics for Monday through Friday or Sunday through Thursday. It depends on my schedule. And those 5 topics really don't have anything to do with Beachbody. They're just relatable posts. So for example, I am scared of driving on the highway. So every so often I storytell about my anxiety that I get when I get on the highway in Miami's crazy traffic. Or I might share a story of how I love being a mom. Like I love being a mom. And I know a lot of people out there secretly hate being a mom, but I write about that and I deep post on how everything in life comes in stages, comes in chapters. So that has nothing to do with Beachbody, but people are connecting with me. People are seeing me, the type of person that I am. And that's what attracts people to join me versus another coach that they have on their social media, okay? I know that some people say that storytelling takes time. Guess what? If you want to succeed in this business, you have to give your time to your business, okay? And what is 5 posts, you guys? Nothing. You know, if you have a crazy schedule or you like planning ahead, get behind the computer and dedicate one of your power hours just to deep post for the week. And then you schedule it and that's it, okay? And I don't even like planning too much because my best posts have been spontaneously. And I know it's going to sound so silly, but in my house, like we celebrate anything and everything to the point that I know it's going to sound really weird, but not so long ago, my girls were in the bathroom, they pooped, and we all had a dancing party in the bathroom. Like, yay, you pooped in the toilet. And at that moment was when I realized, oh my God, this is so awkward. We're dancing because of poop. And then I was like, who cares? Like, it's so much fun to celebrate things in life. And then I'm like, when do people lose that enthusiasm? Because as a teacher, I always saw the excitement that my students had about life, about me giving them 1 extra minute of recess. Like, it was like, whoa, Miss Pino's my hero. When do people lose that? And that's when I created a post. And it all started with, when do people lose enthusiasm about life? And I story told about the poop. I didn't put a picture. I just story told about the situation. And that's when people were messaging me with, you know, you've made me see life differently. You're so right. I need to be more enthusiastic about life. And that's when you make that connection. You don't talk about Beachbody because guess what? They're going to start asking you, you know, I've been meaning to ask you, what is this whole Shakeology thing that you do? And that, my friend, is when you say, well, I'm an online health and fitness coach for Beachbody, and I can give you more information on what I do to help you with your goals. Voila! You see how magical storytelling can be? Okay, so yes, on my social media, I do post my workouts, my food, like the regular Beachbody coach stuff, motivational stuff, like sort of like your 4 vital behaviors into posting. But the secret sauce for social media is on those 5 deep posts. And yes, you could throw in Beachbody into it. Like, I'll talk about how much I love being a mom, and I'll throw in there, like, you know, thank God that Beachbody gives me the energy to be so enthusiastic about being a mom. Because guess what? The moms that are sitting on their couch hating the fact that their kid keeps on telling them that they want to ride bike and they don't have energy, they saw that post and I'm like, oh, thanks to my workout, I'm so energetic to go outside and play with my kids. Okay? So what else do I do on my social media? Videos. People want to make sure that you're not a robot, that you're not just saying like, I need to make a sale, I need to hit Success Club, I need you to buy like right now, and then you disappear. I had someone recently tell me that they had no idea that I had this Miami accent. I guess it was the blonde hair or something, okay? Apparently us Miami people have accents, and I love it. Okay, what do I do with my videos? I keep it real, okay? So if you follow me on Instagram, I might put some stories of my workouts or things like that, but that's where I become like a real mom. Like the other day, I was standing by my sink for like 15 minutes just staring at the dishes, and I'm like, dude, it's so cool to eat healthy, but all I do is do dishes and cook all day, right? So I'm just looking at the sink and I'm like, I wonder how many moms feel this way. So I just went on my Instagram and I shared a video on how much I hate chores, okay? I write about how much I hate chores all the time, but I do it on videos so people can relate to me and they see my facial expression and they see how I'm like, about cleaning, and they could relate to me, okay? What other videos do I do? I have like this little cooking show that I do with my 2 toddlers, and it's so awesome. If you haven't seen it, you have to go and watch them whenever you have a chance. What do I do? Even if it's not a fancy like recipe, like sometimes I just like throw a salad in a mason jar, and the whole point is just so that people can see that I have 2 very needy active toddlers. I have a husband, I have a life, and I go live in my kitchen and real life happens. What happens? My toddler might throw me under the bus and say something weird about me, and I'm like freaking out, okay? My husband might interrupt me and forget that I'm live and start talking to me. I might not have any certain ingredient from my recipe and I have to like improvise at the moment. Or I just give tips like, okay, moms that are busy, stuck in traffic right now, I have a recipe that you're going to be able to do right now with 2 toddlers hanging off of you, doing homework, whatever the case may be. And I give them easy recipes. Like, not everyone is going to go and get the Fix It cookbook, you guys. So you have to provide them with things that are resourceful so that they just want to come to your social media. So I might just get chicken, lemon, and pepper. That's it, right? And I show them, like, and I have the toddlers do it. And I tell them, you guys, if you have needy toddlers, the best way to keep them under control, and I learned this as a teacher, is have them do whatever you're doing. You want to work out? Make them part of the workout. You want to cook? Make them part of the cooking. And that's how I provide resources to them so that they can see that there's no excuse to not being healthy just because you have kids. How else do I do videos? I show my workout of the day, of course. And on Facebook, I don't have that much traction with my videos. But on Instagram, I have videos that get like over 1,000 views. And those are all people that are getting exposed to what I can offer as a coach. And they see that I'm like human and jumping and doing workouts and doing ugly faces when I'm like, you know, I'm not like if I were to just post pictures of me like, after my workout, people are gonna be like, dude, this girl doesn't even mess up her hair while she's working out. So yes, I have like good straight hair. It doesn't really get messed up, but at least in the videos, they see I'm human and I do struggle and I'm like, as I work out. Okay, so videos make you real human. Sorry, I get really excited when I talk about Beachbody. Oh, I have 111 viewers. That's my lucky number. Okay, the next vital behavior to stay on phase 1 to have people get to you versus another coach. You ready? Personal development. And I do my personal development right before I'm going to do something like inviting. What kind of personal development? It varies. Like if you watch my videos on Instagram, sometimes I'll put like Tiesto music blasted in my garage and I have a dance party. So it's so cool. Like my Energize is about to kick in. I have this hyper music kicking into my body and I'm just jumping and getting excited and I'm like, and then I go live on Instagram and they see how I get so enthusiastic about life. But guess what? That is also personal development because it gets you like on a natural high and you feel so good that you don't feel like, even when people tell you no, you don't care because you feel on top of the world. And that's when I started inviting, and I'm going to share with you how I invite and a bunch of other secret sauce. Can I get thumbs up to make sure you guys are still here? Yay, hearts. I like hearts more. Okay. So yes, my personal development is listening to feel-good music, any motivational video by Tony Robbins, Les Brown. Yes, books are amazing, but what gets me like on that hype is those like you are a badass, you could do this. That's what gets me to the next level, okay? And of course, working out. Okay, so how do I invite? It's all about building relationships. Yes, in the past, I did cold scripts of, hi, I'm doing a challenge trip, do you want to join? And it was like crickets. And then I think back and I'm like, yeah, I worked certain months, but I sound so, hey, straight up, I need you to join me. Want to join or not? And like, I don't know, I don't want someone to join me because I told them that. So how do I build relationships? This might be time consuming, but like I said earlier, you have to put in the time if you want your business to grow, okay? So what do? Whenever I post anything on Facebook, whether it's Beachbody related or the weirdest topic I might be talking about, and anyone likes it or comments on it, I message them because they've given me the green light to open up a conversation. And you guys already know this trick that the more traction you have with someone on Facebook, the more they see your things in the news feed. Okay, so if they like something, whether they comment or not, I just send them. And you guys, I just created like a script depending on, like yesterday I wrote about my anxiety with driving. And I just created a script. Hey, thank you so much for showing your support and liking my picture on my anxiety. You know, this is something that I'm trying to overcome. I know that with time, I'm going to be able to get on the highway and do a round trip and feel great. But I just want you to know that I feel amazing knowing that people like you are showing me support. Have a wonderful day. That's it. I don't talk Beachbody. I don't even ask any questions. I just show them love because people love feeling loved, right? I had like endless amounts of conversations last night with something that had nothing to do with Beachbody, but I'm building that relationship. And people were opening up to me about their anxiety. And guess what? Beachbody cures anxiety because working out makes you feel better. So probably next week, I'm going to be talking about how working out has calmed my anxiety. You see where I'm going, you guys? Okay. Then on Instagram, how do I build relationships on Instagram? We all know that Instagram is like the cool people side, right? So if people start following you, you could follow them right back. Like there's no little, oh, I don't want them to see my pictures. Like Instagram is where it's at. Someone starts following me, I follow them right back and I instantly send them a welcome private message. What does it say? Pretty much it says, hi Jessica, my name is Arlyn Pino. I got so excited to see that you started following me. You know, just so you know, I'm a health and fitness coach. What you're going to be seeing throughout my post is that I'm going to flood it with happiness and fitness tips and nutrition along with my personal journey. You're just the type of person that I like having here. Have a wonderful day. That's it. At least you already built that relationship so that when they see you jumping around in your garage, they're like, oh, that's that girl that told me she has fitness tips. Let me see what tips she has today. Okay? And of course, you get a list and you write the person's name to follow up with them. Okay. So how do I add to my network? How do I get more people to join me? I get uncomfortable with it. And you guys, this business is all about getting uncomfortable. And I'm going to share with you a trick. And it's not really a trick, but whatever. It's like pulling a Band-Aid, okay? The moment that you start flooding your head with everything that might go wrong is the moment that you're taking like 20 steps back into your business. And we all want to move ahead. We don't want to move back. Am I right? Okay. So how do I get uncomfortable? Adding to my network. You ready? When I first started Beachbody, I had like 50 friends on social media. Like I was that person that was anti being on social media. And now like I put it all out there. How did I start back in 2014? I typed in my high school name. And anyone that was in the high school building with me, like I went to high school from 2001 through 2004, graduating classes, like reunion classes. I went in there and I just started adding people. And I didn't care that I looked psycho because coming home to my babies was more important than what people thought of me. And what was the worst that was going to happen? They were going to decline. Eventually, they're going to see me on their newsfeed and add me. So don't let it faze you if they don't accept you. I started searching my old jobs. Like I used to work for Carnival Cruise Line. So if I ever saw someone in an elevator and they popped in like where Carnival Cruise Lines is, I added them to my network. I was a teacher, so if I ever did an internship at a school, if I was a secretary, if I taught at that school, you better believe that I've added all those teachers, all the staff members, even the janitors, who cares, add everyone, and even like old parents, because I'm not the teacher anymore, so it doesn't matter that they're seeing me be this wild, happy, free beach body coach, okay? What else do I do? Well, this is like one of my favorite ones. Let's say someone comments about, like the other day someone commented of, I'm so tired of people asking me when I'm gonna have kids, right? Like all grouchy. You know, people are grouchy on Facebook. So I'm like, let me see what people are commenting. So some girl put, oh, I'm so tired of people asking me when I'm gonna have a boy. I'm like, jackpot. So what did I do to this random girl that commented on my friend's post? I'm like, I totally know what you mean. I have 2 girls and people are always asking me about the boy. What's up with people these days getting into our lives, right? So good chatting with you. That's it, right? She liked it and then I went and requested her because we had that little connection and I showed her that we have that girl Monica as a mutual friend. You get me? Okay, I have friends in Las Vegas. Not friends, I'm sorry, family. So how do I'm in the East Coast, I'm in Miami, sunny Miami, and my family's in the West Coast in Vegas. So what have I done lately? I'll go to my family members' pages, my cousins, and I go through their friends list. And if they have any friends that have 2 girls or are relatable to me, or they have like 3 jobs, and I see that they're used to multitasking, I add them to my network. And my favorite of all, you guys ready for this one of how I add to my network? Let's say I'm out to brunch for my friend's birthday, right? And we're taking pictures and we're having a fabulous time drinking our mimosas and it's Sunday. I post a picture on social media and I tag my friends. It has nothing to do with Beachbody, but I'm just showing a picture of me and my friend at brunch having a fabulous time enjoying life, right? Guess what happens? Let's say I tagged my friend Yvette, right? All of Yvette's friends are gonna see, oh, Yvette was tagged in Arlyn Pino's pictures, right? They're gonna like it. Like, oh, my friend Evie's at brunch with some girl there, Arlyn. Guess what Arlene's gonna do? Whoever likes my picture, I go ahead and add them to the network because technically that wasn't Yvette's picture, that was my picture. And they gave me the green light to request them because they're all about liking my brunch picture, right? So that was the last way of how I add to my network. And one that I just did yesterday and I got super uncomfortable with was, if you know me, you know that I work late at night. Like it could be 3 in the morning and that's when my best ideas pop into my head. Like I'm not even kidding. It was like 3 in the morning and it just popped into my head of, I want to do a team building activity. Like I was thinking of my team and I'm like, oh, what if I become a team building person in corporate America, right? I messaged the principal that I'm friends with. I've never worked in her school. I don't know her teachers. And I messaged her. It was like pulling a Band-Aid. Hey, Ceci, I have this great idea. I know you're always doing fun things for your teachers. Can I host a team building activity? I know that testing season is here and all your teachers must be stressed. So how wonderful if they could just release stress and work out after school. She replied to me right away. Let's do it, March 22nd. I freaked out for a second. I got Christina on the phone. I'm like, what do I do? Like, I just did this because it was a good idea, but I had no idea what to do. So yesterday, I got to that school. I put on 22 Hardcore, the buddy workout, which gets people uncomfortable. I did a couple of Tony Robbins activities with them, made them shake their booties and just release stress. And I didn't really talk Beachbody. I mean, they asked me if I was a personal trainer, so I explained to them what I was. And that's it. I raffled off some Shakeology, and that was that. But in order for them to get the goodie bags that I had there, I said, well, if you want to participate in the raffle, go ahead and leave me your name, your email, and your Instagram. That's it, right? Of course, people love free stuff. They left their contact. 3 people won. And today, I sent them all a thank you email, thanking them for allowing this teacher to go back into the school setting, and I felt at home. And I shared with them what I offer, and I shared with them the free stuff, like my newsletter, my social media, my application form if they're interested in more information, and that's it. And I have about 50 new people in my network. I got uncomfortable with it, but guess what? Now I feel amazing about it. So you guys need to get uncomfortable with adding to your network for people to join you, okay? How else do I get people to join me? I have like a lot of tips here. I'm like super excited here. Okay, I have a free newsletter that I just started at the beginning of the month. What I do is Because people were always asking me for tips, like, how do you're a teacher, how do I teach my kid to read? Or you're a teacher, how does your 4-year-old already know all her sight words? And I was like, wait a second, I'm giving these people all these free things. Why don't I implement it into Beachbody? So I started this newsletter. It's called At a Glance. And it pretty much has a little introduction, like, this is at a glance of what I can offer to you as a health and fitness coach. I don't talk Beachbody in that newsletter. And you guys, I get all the stuff from the Beachbody blog. By the way, don't reinvent the wheel. Like, Beachbody gives us the stuff. I just create the newsletter. I share with them fitness tips. I share with them easy recipes. I share with them motivational videos and tips on education. So anything that I do with my toddlers, like teaching them the ABCs, I'll share with them how I do it. I'm giving them free stuff. And they're trusting me because they're like, wow, this girl just taught my son, how to read his sight words. So building that trust is what gets people to want to join you, okay? It has nothing to do with Beachbody. You guys do realize that, right? Okay. So now, how do once I get people signed up and people join me because I just love having fun and they are attracted to my energy and I stood out in their social media compared to 20 other coaches they might have, how do I get them started? I make it fun. As you can tell, I'm like enthusiastic, so why not make my challenge groups fun? Took me a while to come up with a system, but now I'm running with it. Okay, so they sign up automatically. By the way, I have a tracking system that they gave us in Beachbody that it tracks how your challengers are doing. So you're always in touch with them, but you know how they're doing week by week. Like, you have record of it. So I keep a track with that. I send them a welcome email. And in that welcome email, I include a Google form, which is like one of those genius ideas I had at 3 a.m. last month. What is it? Okay, you guys know when you set up the challenge tracker, right? That Beachbody has given us all these resources with how to set up the challenge tracker. And you know how they gave us the pre-planning week with meal prep tips, a welcome video from Autumn, right? They gave us all of that. Guess what I do? I got all of that. I put it in a Google form, okay? And they all have checklists. And I'm going to explain to you in a little bit why I do that. So the Google form has all the challenge tracker resources, a welcome email with me so that they see that their coach is not a robot. I'm human, welcoming them into the group, making them feel loved. I give them certain tasks like print out the planning sheet and they have to check it off. It's mandatory. Things like tips on recipes, like Shakeology recipes. I also include reminder, it's a red container. Reminder, the almond milk is only going to count as a spoon. Like little certain questions that people were always bombarding me about, I put it on this Google form. I also talk to them in that form about mindset, about buying a PD book so that they can get their mindset ready for this new journey. I include that, I had already set this in the scripts when I send it to them, but I include this to make sure that they understand the home direct policy with Shakeology so that they don't come to me telling me, you never told me, I didn't read it in the email. I also include about the 30-day trial coming to an end. I give them a sample of how to take their before and after picture, like just wear black, stand behind a wall, and that's it. Like simple tasks like that, I give it to them. Why do I have a mandatory checklist? Because for too long, I had a lot of challengers that I would provide them like a form, right? Like not a form, like an email, like do this, 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 this. They wouldn't do it. They would disappear from the face of the earth and they would come and attack me like I was like the worst coach ever. And then I started believing that, like, oh my gosh, could it be me that I didn't really help them? With this form, they cannot, like I tell them, you have 48 hours from when I send this to you to complete it so that you can get started right, okay? So in order for them to go on to the next question, they have to check it off, like do the task. For example, like watch the video on how Shakeology is made. I'm just giving you an example, right? And they submit it. This way, 30 days later, when their Shakeology ships again, or they didn't, I even tell them to set up a reminder on their phone for the 30-day trial and their Shakeology. If they didn't do that, it was on them because I know that I did my part in giving them that task and for them to check it off, okay? So how do I keep my challengers engaged so that they can tell their friends so that their friends could join me? I have these weekly forms through Google Forms where I ask them simple questions like, how was this week? How did you feel? Did you get any compliments? Any non-skill victories? Things like that. And I email it to them. on a weekly basis to check up on them, right? And then I have record of what, oh, but you told me 2 weeks ago that Shakeology made you feel amazing. Don't you remember how great you felt at the park? This way you have resources, you guys, okay? And then I have a monthly check-in. So at the end of their month, I send them a form asking them, like, you know, what program do you want to do next? What's your goal? That's if they haven't done the annual pass, that's when I talk to them about it. And I even include a question like, how would you like to be an apprentice in my next challenge group? If you guys know what I mean, what's going next, that's how I get them to want to become a coach, because they're already doing the job of a coach, right? But that's another topic. Okay, so another vital behavior that helps me with getting more people to join me, recognition, which is a vital behavior. How do I recognize my challengers? I used to ask them, like when I was a new coach, I used to be like, can I have a before and after picture so I could share it? People like freak out and they were like, no, I don't feel comfortable with that. So the teacher in me had to realize that this is all psychological game and it's all about how you word things. So I started calling it Spotlight. And I even have a script for this where I would message them and be like, look, I want to put you on the spotlight this week. I am so excited that you had this non-scale victory of your watch is not as tight. I'm just giving you an example. Like I focus on non-scale victories. Can I please put you on the spotlight? Because I'm sure that there's a lady out there that her watch is cutting her circulation. And they're like, wow, like she really wants to focus on that? Like that's not even a big deal, but sure, let's do this. I asked them, like, how do you feel since starting the challenge group? How does Shakeology make you feel? And how is this different from what you've tried in the past? So it's like three little questions. They give it back to me. I copy and paste it into a post. Guess what? They wrote the post for me. I'm recognizing them and I tag them so that their friends can see not only that their friend is rocking the 21-day fix or whatever challenge group I'm doing, but once they like the post, that's someone else that I'm adding to my network to have them join me. See where I'm going with this? Okay. So how else can you recognize? Focus on the happy things. Like there's a lot of people whose journey is longer than others. So you have to focus. Like sometimes I go into my challenge group and I'm like, you guys, did you press play? And they're like, yeah, I was dragging. Oh my gosh, I couldn't keep up with Autumn. And you know what I replied to them? You got out of your couch. You moved your body. Don't you feel amazing that you have this body that you're able to just move around and do country heat or whatever workout you're doing? And right there, I changed their mindset of feeling positive versus the fact that they couldn't keep up with Autumn, okay? So I'm going to end it with this. Like Kim Carver says, I'm going to quote him, control the controllable. What could you control in your business? The 4 vital behaviors. Nobody else is going to do it for you. You have to do that for you. And if you do the 4 vital behaviors and stay on phase 1, you're going to attract people to join you, okay? Lead by example. If you're always posting, oh, I'm on the couch, Netflix and chill, I love eating popcorn, how do you expect your challengers to work out if you're not setting the example? How do you expect people to join you if you're just sitting on the couch all day complaining about having to work out? Yes, be relatable. You could be relatable and say that you don't want to work out on a certain day, but you have to show up and show people like, I drank my shake, I worked out, I feel amazing. Autumn kicked my butt, but that was great. You have to lead by example. And by leading by example, you're going to have people want to join you. Like, wow, if this girl Arlyn does it with her 2 toddlers running around in the garage and I have no kids, I could do it. That's how I've had a lot of people join me that are not moms. Because they start saying, like, I don't have 2 kids running around. What's my excuse? Like, I've even had college girls contact me with that, which I was like, wow, like I'm attracting these young girls. Okay. So remember that your energy reflects who you attract to your challenge group. Your energy is contagious. So if you're always complaining on social media, you're going to attract complainers. You don't want that. You want to be, I know not everyone is as enthusiastic as me. I get it. But whatever you throw out there to social media is what you're going to attract. Remember that. And if you're feeling grouchy and you're having like the most negative Nancy day, maybe take a step back and don't post on social media yet, because you might radiate that negative energy and everything is going to like crumble up for you, okay? What else am I going to say? Remember that live events are important. When people see you at live events and take pictures. I've seen coaches that are like, oh, I don't feel like taking pictures. I'm like, dude, that's how people find out that you are on a free trip. That's how people know that you're at Super Saturday. Like, you're dedicating your Saturday morning to be at a Beachbody event. going to these events shows people that you're serious about your business. And a lot of times people don't have friends. They don't feel welcome. They're not surrounded by positive people. I know we all think that life is beautiful because we're surrounded by all these wonderful Beachbody people. A lot of people are not exposed to that. So by you sharing your live events that you go to, people are going to want to start joining you because they're like, wow, this girl Arlyn is just like all over the place, is all excited about life. It must be that Beachbody Kool-Aid that she drank. And that's how people join you, okay? My recap is we all have the same Facebook. We all have the same Shakeology. Your job is to stand out, okay? How do you stand out? Be yourself. And if you don't like how yourself is, change it. You're not a tree, right? I think I said that phrase right. Follow the 4 vital behaviors. Stay on phase 1. Do not complicate this business. Have fun with it. You guys, corporate America is not fun. I'll be honest. I was in corporate America. I was a teacher. It's not fun. Okay. How cool is it that this job is like, hey, you're going to get paid on, like just drink a shake, work out, be happy, positive, and pay it forward. Like, yes, there's complicating things in the business. It's normal, but have fun with it. This is like the dream job. And if you're not having fun with it, you're not going to last. Like, have fun with this opportunity that we are so blessed to have, okay? Another thing, focus and evaluate your business. Like, don't start saying like, oh yeah, I should be diamond. I'm so mad that I'm not. Like, have a gut check. Like, look at yourself in the mirror and see if you are reflecting the coach you want to be. You want to be an elite coach? Evaluate your business. Are you acting like an elite coach? Are you mad that you're not at Success Club 20? Evaluate your social media. Evaluate if you're following the 4 vital behaviors. Okay? And the last thing is be a coach that you would want to join. Okay? So if you look at your social media and you're always complaining or you're just like, ugh, would you want to join someone like that? Or would you want to join someone that's like, I just got my butt kicked by Otto, but I feel amazing? Think about that. Okay? I hope this was helpful. If you have questions, I don't know if I'm supposed to answer them live on Facebook or after. You would love my forms. I would love to share my forms with you. But I learned this in my business. If I share it with you, you're just going to copy and paste and you're not going to make it your own. And the moment that I started making things my own was the moment that my business kicked off. So I can share with you what I put into those forms, but make it your own. Because even Christina Delgado pours all of her resources with her team. And I used to always just copy Christina, copy Christina, copy Christina. And the moment that I got Christina's resources and made them Arlyn Pino's, like she does red and black. The moment I made it pink and sparkly, I felt like, ooh, I made it my own. I'm a leader now. Okay? So I hope that was helpful. Anyone else? Let me see. Wait, this thing keeps on moving. Like, okay. Okay. Well, I'll go through these because it's like over 50 comments and I don't want to just stand here like scrolling. I hope you guys had fun with me. This was such an honor to come live in a page that has like over 72,000 people. I mean, when they called me, I right away said yes, because guess what? Getting uncomfortable is what's going to move my business forward. I hope this was great. Any questions, comment below and tag me so that I see it. Have a beautiful day. It's Thursday in Beachbody world, if you know what I mean. Celebrate life. Be happy. And don't forget to have hustle, heart, and passion in your business.